Okay, what we want to make sure now is that when we are logged in, we have our token and we're making a request to our API. We want to make sure that we're sending up our token just as we did when we specified it in Postman when we were testing our API methods. And fortunately, Axios provides a way for us to do this very easily by using interceptors. So what we'll do is we'll head back to VS Code and we're going to open up our agent.ts file. And we used interceptors earlier on to do something with the response. But this time, of course, we want to do something with our request. And just like in Postman, where we added a request header with the authorization and the bearer token, we're going to do the equivalent inside Axios, which is going to take care of this automatically. So what we'll do, just above the existing interceptor, we're going to say Axios and interceptors. And this time we're going to do something with the request, and then we'll say use, and we'll pass in config as a parameter. And inside here, what we'll do is we'll get our token, so we'll say const token equals, and then we'll say store.commonStore.token. And if we have the token, then we're going to say config.headers.authorization, and be careful with spelling here for sure, equals, and then backticks, and then bearer, followed by the space, and please don't forget that space, otherwise you'll merge your token in with list text, and it will not be accepted, and then we'll specify the token inside there, and then we can return the config. So this small piece of code is going to make sure that we send up a token with every single request when we have a token in our common store. So let's test to see if this is working, and let's just go back to our home page first of all, and we see that we're loading app, and we can see that because we have a token we're already logged into our app. And if we go to activities, then we've got our loading app there. So let's adjust our loading flags, and let's just go back to the activities dashboard. And what we'll do is we'll just change the text inside here. Instead of loading app, we'll say loading activities, just so that we can see visually the different aspects of our application loading. And we'll head back, and what we'll do is we'll just refresh the page, and what we should see is loading app and then loading activities, and then we see our activities loading inside here. And we're persisting our login. We can click around as much as we want, we can refresh the page, and so long as we've got a token that's valid inside local storage, then we're going to persist our login status. And that's what we're looking for right now. What we'll do next is we'll take a look at our login form once again, and instead of displaying it inside a root component, we're going to take a look at adding modals into our application so that we can display our login form inside a modal.